Welcome to Fan Package. On today's episode, we have a package from Ducka. And he sent us a great assortment of beers and some chips, as well as a club drink. We also got a liqueur, pepper, chocolate thing that we're going to try on the liquor show. Thanks a lot, Ducka. This is awesome.
Alpha King. He's the king of the alphas.
Made by Three Floyds Brewing.
This beer comes in at 6.6% ABV. Smells delightful.
Yeah.
Pale ale. Let's try it out.
Kind of a light caramelly smell. Kind of a hint of maybe maple syrup.
Yeah, I get that.
Something like that. But it's definitely not too sweet. I could drink this.
Yeah, a little bit of bitterness right there at the end. It's not too heavy or anything. It's kind of light in like body. Ducka did say he wanted our ratings, so we'll have to rate these beers.
Awesome.
I could give that a 7.5.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd go with that.
I could chug that bottle easily.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good beer.
Yeah, it's right. Like, I wouldn't call it it's not what I traditionally would call a pale ale, but
Yeah, exactly.
like, it's not a bad beer.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Pale ales we get are usually brighter, even floral sometimes.
I normally hate pale ales. Like, they are my bane. It's like, they are gross to me most of the time. This one is very pleasant, so it's got to get some extra points from me. I'm going 8.5 on this one. As for ales, this is really enjoyable. I would drink it all night long. Pride and Joy Mild Ale.
That one is 5.0.
Cheers.
Salute.
Like, there's not a lot of flavor there, honestly. It's like, not in an insulting way, but it's like a cheap beer, like a Coors Light or something, but without the funky, terrible taste that those beers always have.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's watered down. It's not watered down.
Yeah, it's not watered down, but it's very...
I know what you're saying there. It's like right at the very end, it's got a little bit of a finish to it, but like there's nothing that punches you in the mouth when you first drink it.
Yeah, it's so like if you think you don't like beer, try this because there's barely any beer flavor there, but not like necessarily a negative way. It's that's very refreshing.
Fuck out of that beer.
Yeah, it's so refreshing and just easily drinkable.
Yeah. Ooh. This kind of has just the most understated creamy finish to it. Yeah. With not a ton of carbonation and not a ton of like gross corn flavor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is really amazing. I like this.
I'm gonna have to give that one an 8.
I'd agree with that, an 8. That's such a weirdly distinct thing, and it's not being very grandiose. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I'm gonna have to go with an 8 as well. That is fantastic.
Robert the Bruce. This is 6.5% ABV. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. I almost get a bacony flavor.
It's a little smoky, yeah. There's some smoke hiding in there. Mm-hmm. And it's not quite as strong as a lot of Scottish ales I've had, but you can definitely tell it's there. But it's got like a smokiness about it that I haven't usually have. Usually they got that sweetness in there, and and they're a little bit dark, but not like this one is almost throwing a porter vibe at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really getting a lot of smoke, but yeah, it's
just right under there. They're very, I want to say like delicate in their flavors, but they do it in a good way. Like, to me, like when we had the Konas.
I was just going to say this.
They were very delicate in flavor too, but in a very bad, watery way.
Yeah.
Like, these are like, they still feel like beer in your mouth when you're drinking them, but they're just nice and light and delicate.
I'm mature.
I like what they have going on. That's another 8 for me.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of
I'd
Scottish
agree.
ales.
It's a bit strong for me. I'm going to go with a 6 on this one. Just because it's definitely too powerful for me to really enjoy by itself.
McKessel's, Mike sells. Good and hots. Lofi has had these before, and he says that they are good and hot. So we will see if we agree. You don't get any.
Really?
Cheers.
Good and hot.
Mmm.
Wow.
That spice kicks in almost immediately.
Those are good and hot.
The ruffle's great. They're not greasy. They're not like overly salty or anything. The heat it's got a little bit of like it says with a hint of smoke. Like it tastes like they're smoked peppers, like a paprika almost.
Yeah.
But it's got a nice little kick to it.
These are the best part of barbecue chips for me.
That's what I was thinking.
They avoid too much of that excessive sweetness that we get in our barbecue chips, and instead they add spice. You have to try the Tuscan tomato and basil Mike sells chips.
Really?
They are incredible and reduced fat.
Ooh.
Let's try the Club Long Island iced tea.
Long Island.
I used to work at a convenience store where they sold club drinks, and all I could remember was that these are like $4.29 a piece.
Yeah,
like,
they're expensive.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that pisses me off. That just makes me want a Long Island now.
Yeah. There's a little bit of sort of a fake thing happening, like in the aftertaste. You
It
get
does
sort
taste
of
a
like
little-
this was put together by machines.
Yeah. It's a little chemically at the end.
Skynet was involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the immediate taste is very, very Long Island. It's kind of pleasant right up front, and it's very easy to drink.
It's been a long time since
Very
I've had
easy.
a Long Island.
Altogether, a very pleasant experience. I can see why my co-workers were stealing this and drinking it on the job.
15% ABV. It's a little bit of a, I don't know. It's a Long Island iced tea, and it's a tiny can.
Yeah. When you
This
get
should be like double size the can. All right, next beer, Zombie Dust Pale Ale, 6.2% ABV.
it smells so
Oh, wow.
strong.
Whoa, it
very,
smells like it's
very
made of
strong.
zombie
It
dust.
does smell like a zombie's.
Tank.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with a more offensive word, but that'll work. It's funky.
Yeah, funk. I
That's
was gonna say
a lot of
funk.
hop in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of hop. All right.
All right.
That's interesting. I was not expecting that flavor from that smell.
It's not such a sharp hop, but it's a very smooth hop, if
Yeah.
that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, it's not the bitterness that you would expect to hit never comes in.
Yeah.
You get the it's like
I was expecting to
super
have, like-
hoppy flavor, but the bitterness just never shows up.
Yeah, I was expecting to have lemon face by the smell of that, but like that fucking...
No, that's nice.
It
That's
fucks
nice.
with your head, man. Like,
Yeah.
I was expecting the guy to go,
Woo,
but
it's
like,
very
no.
floral, but
Nope.
it's just the bitter just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's sort of grapefruity in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it has a lot of citrus and some bitter, but it's not
Yeah.
like killing you with
what
the bitter.
kind of fucking alchemy are you guys doing here
Yeah.
at Three Floyds?
It's another very delicate flavor. 7.5 for me.
I'm gonna go 7.5 as well.
It reminds me of just like a quaint countryside spring.
Yes.
I'm giving this an 8.5.
Gumballhead.
5.6% ABV
For this industry. This is kind of like, it smells like a more understated version of the last beer that we just had.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the other beer that's still kind of residual inside of the glass or not.
That's interesting. It has the mouthfeel of like a pale ale, but it has the flavor of a wheat ale. This is the hoppiest wheat ale I've ever had. I think. Like
Really? It does
Usually-
taste a little hoppy.
usually wheat ales are kind of
This has got a lot-
sweet and light, and they get malty, but not like or grainy actually.
Yeah,
but
see,
not like this.
This is leaning more towards the pale ale that I'm accustomed to, and it's
Yeah.
a fucking wheat beer.
But it has the flavor of the wheat. You can taste that sort of light flavor.
For me,
but
yeah.
it tingles the tongue. Titillates. It titillates.
Yeah. Titillate that tongue. For me, it has the finish of like tropical fruit with coconut. It's like, it's kind of sweet in the middle, and it's kind of buttery too, but at the same time, it has like some like green citrus in there in the front. So it's hitting me on a bunch of different levels, and I've never had a beer like this.
All these are super drinkable.
Yeah.
Like none of these are to me like I could drink a 6-pack of any single one of these easily and be satisfied. 7.8.
I'm gonna go fucking 8. It's fucking with my head. I like it though.
Yeah, it is indeed a strange beer. I I've never tasted anything like it, and that's got to give it some points. I think an 8 is probably a good estimation of this.
Three Floyds Brewery, man.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Killing it out there.
Go check it out if you're in Indiana. Beer can chicken chips. Beer can chicken's delicious. Very moist and delicious.
I like chicken and a biscuit crackers. Those things are awesome.
Yeah, it's where you take a beer can with some beer in it and shove it up the ass of a chicken, roast it, thunk. Roast it just like that. The beer just fucking saturates that chicken. It's so moist and delicious.
And then afterwards, you drink the beer and die.
No. Don't drink the beer. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
They did a fucking excellent job. Holy shit.
That comes through so magnificently.
It tastes like roasted chicken.
It really does.
Okay, I might take back what I said about the Popeyes thing. If they can fucking do this, that is amazing. That is a fucking rotisserie goddamn chicken.
Especially after like the
And
end.
the aftertaste.
The
This is especially chicken. It's
very
like a
chicken. And it's not like fake like bouillon chicken. It's like
No.
actual chicken.
fucking rotisserie. Straight off the thing where they turn stuff.
Yeah.
That is a rotisserie, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of fucking magic they're doing in Indiana,
Whoa.
but they need to keep fucking doing it. And
Yeah.
spread the fucking wealth. Come on.
Yeah.
We can't get these things here.
Yeah, that is such a subtle flavor to make it come through like that is like so amazing. Like
Yeah.
you get Lay's with all their fucking mystery flavors and
Yeah.
their fucking stupid contests and shit, and it's like you can barely tell it's what it says it is. You can only
Exactly.
tell
Oh
because
my
it
God.
says it, but this like you can taste the rotisserie chicken.
You can even taste the kind of chicken skin.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna
the
say that.
seasoning.
Did they like fry these in chicken fat? Like how did they do that?
It's amazing. It really is.
This
real
is
deal.
the best replicated chicken flavor out of anything I've ever tried that says it tastes like chicken.
Hell, I've had actual real chicken that didn't taste as chickeny as it.
Exactly.
Fuck a Ducka. Thank you so much for this
Fuck a
package.
Ducka.
Everything in here has been fantastic. Like it ranges from fantastic to better than fantastic. So thanks so much for this beautiful fan package.
Yeah, goddamn,
These
dude.
beers are not going to waste. We're gonna drink them all tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You better
We're
believe
probably
it.
gonna eat all these fucking chips too, which is terrible for my diet. So fuck you for that. But
We're probably going to eat them all before Pink can hit stop.
As you walk around the
video.
corner, they're
Yeah.
all gone.
all right, this has been Fan Package. Thank you for watching.
Oh.